Hey everybody, welcome to my series of action movies. We've got 20 movies to rank, so let's not waste any more time. First, we've got Die Hard, or that action movie you're gonna watch come Christmas time. It's a movie that changed Bruce Willis' career and established John McTiernan as a legendary action director if Predator didn't do the job already. It's when heroes in action movies remember they could be human too. There's not much a bit of a debate here, It's a masterpiece, absolutely. So now let's go to another hugely important action movie with John Woo's era-defining movie that was 1992 Hard Boiled. Shooting guns has rarely looked more impressive than a John Woo movie, and Hard Boiled is probably the ultimate case whether it's Chow Fat or Tony Leung ending one or two guns at a time. A no contest masterpiece again. Now we've got Last Bullet. The first year of the 2020s saw the release on Netflix of one of the most memorable French action films in a long time thanks to Guillaume Pierre's Last Bullet. Alban Lenoir has a presence in this crime film packs the best vehicular mayhem of 2020 and thus doesn't have to blush in comparison to Fast and Furious. I think it's a very good movie. One of the definitive martial arts classic with this show Brothers Joint. Thanks to the Wu-Tang album, I decided to check this one many years ago and was not disappointed by any means. We're back to another masterpiece. Now we go from China to France again with the movie that made Jason Statham into the badass action star that he is today. While the second goes over the top in its action, I think this one remains the strongest thanks to Cao Yuan work on the action choreography. A bit dated outside of that, but a good one. It's very good again. Lionheart. JCVD is one of my favorite action stars. His vulnerability, his incredible martial arts skills, and deep accent too. He truly was the martial arts actor back then in Hollywood. Unfortunately, Lionheart is too melodramatic for my taste, even if I recognize that he wanted to go for more serious stuffs. It's gonna be average. Now we've got The Last Stand. Is this the best late career Schwarzenegger movie? Absolutely. It's a very good movie that should get more praises with big shoutouts and a great Schwarzenegger, and to this day the only American movie from the interesting Kim Ji-woon. It's gonna be very good. I said very good. Now we go from one good Arnie movie to a rather terrible one. Rise of the Machines is better than Genesis for sure, but that doesn't make it better than bad. Some of the action with some CGI that aged pretty well will guarantee a better ranking, but their awkward jokes and boring TX are sore spot. That's gonna be the first bad one. Let's go back to the 90s with the best Die Hard movie after the original. You've got Bruce Willis and Sam Jackson's incredible chemistry, Jeremy Irons as Gruber's brother, the NYC setting. It's not a masterpiece that is the first one, but it's damn excellent. The Raid. Look, it's The Raid. The movie that changed how many viewers like me saw on-screen fighting before they knew much about Jackie or Donnie's work in Hong Kong. And even with that, you still couldn't believe your eyes. The brutality and bleak aspect of it makes this a terrific action horror film and a true masterpiece. Cliffhanger. Along with Demolition Man, this is Stallone's best in the 90s with real sets, miniatures, practical explosions, jaw-dropping aerial stunts, a movie that could only be made in that decade. Excellent. Crimson Tide. It's Denzel Washington versus Gene Hackman. Do I need to say more? Oh yeah, Tony Scott directs this awesome, dense submarine thriller. Excellent yet again. Now we've got Taken. Just like The Transporter, which was another EuropaCorp prod, this is the strongest of its trilogy, but not as good. The action is certainly the best here compared to the god-awful 2 and 3, but it's still mostly forgettable and held stuff that save for 1 or 2 good fights, and Liam Neeson's comedic performance that would change the course of his career. That's bad. Not bad like 2 and 3, but yeah, it's not really average. Now we've got Ambulance. I probably find Michael Bay more interesting than enjoyable half the time. He still made some good movies, and Ambulance is truly one of his best to this day, with some amazing, dazzling, and creative use of drones to this day. A totally thrilling and smarter movie from Bay. That's excellent. First one past 90s, huh? Ip Man. It's a movie that made Donnie Yen into a more global name, and the movie that is excellent in the end. The classic 1 versus 10 fight scene, Donnie's poised performance, and just a very good story overall. Excellent again. Once Upon a Time in China 2. Between the first and this one, I'm not sure which one I prefer. The first laid the ground very well, but then this one may have a better pace and is more focused story-wise. There's more wire use thanks to Wen Whooping in the choreo, and now Donnie Yen fights Jet Li, which is always a good thing in a movie. That's excellent. Let's stay in China for a bit, huh? I've got Dragons Forever. This is big Jackie Chan, and that's not all since Sammo Hung and Yuen Piao are also here. Maybe the best Three Dragons movie actually. I know the Benny the Jet fight in Wheels on Mills is beautiful, but their rematch here is something else too. The terrific action makes up for some forgettable parts, and the comedy parts generally works. Excellent again. Now we've got Death Warrant. This is not among the best of Van Damme. I still enjoy this goofy at times prison drama. With him, the bad guy here is straight of a slasher flick. More movies should have a monster like that in the wrong genre. A few good fights and a nice tense atmosphere at times. It's a pretty good movie for sure, yeah. It's a pretty good time. Now we've got Dark Angel. Talk about a wild Dolph Lundgren movie where it's going after an alien as a cop. The explosions in this caused by sci-fi gun are insane, man. Good old 90s explosions, huh? One of the better Lundgren movies. It's a pretty good movie. I wouldn't say it's very good, but no, it's a pretty good time. And now the last one with Raw Deal. I have a few movies left in the 80s that I've not seen with Schwarzenegger, but it's safe to say that it is predictable mob story is the worst I've seen of him in that decade. Arnie in a suit as mobster doesn't save this movie that never packs a memorable action scene. It's not really bad, I would say it's average, and that's about it. Tell me what you think about this one.